Good morning and welcome to Long Hải. God, I can never remember. I don't know why. There's two in Vietnam. There's one place called Hai Long Bay, which I think is in the north, so I think it's opposite Long Hải, but it's spelled a little different. Yeah, so I'm looking for breakfast. Same place as I was last night, but unfortunately everything is like still closed. I don't understand this place. There's restaurants with signs, but their signs are closed. There's a couple people at coffee shops, but I don't want to sit down and just have coffee. I'm hungry, so there's a place, kind of, but it's completely empty. Like nobody, they even have their motorbikes parked inside next to the chairs, so I don't know. The hunt continues. My goal of today is explore. I have two options. I can go to the beach and swim and relax, or I really want to rent a bicycle. But even according to Google, I cannot find a place. So unfortunately, I think I'm just going to walk the coast. Hopefully I can find a resort that is offering bicycles to rent. So I found a place. They're serving pho. It's spelled P-H-O, but basically it's noodles, beef, chopped onions, and I don't know, like a sausage of some type. But it's important that you let it set for a minute, because what they do is they put thin slices of raw beef in, and then it actually cooks in the hot water. So you don't really want to eat it yet. Trust me, if you see where some of this meat comes from, you want it to cook. So that meal cost 30,000. Last night the meal cost 90,000, and basically it was a plate of normal rice, 3 shrimp, and 1 small local beer. 90,000, which is about $4. So this was about $1.20, something like that. And I've seen this before, even in Ho Chi Minh City. If you walk to the area where they're selling fresh caught seafood, the price is always more. So I kind of expected it to be a little bit more, but they were really kind, they were really friendly. So that is why I said yes. Welcome to the beach. It's probably super windy, like always, with this little camera. And virtually nobody's here. I was going to go find coffee. I'm hoping that they actually have coffee on the beach. That'd be cool. If not, I'll go up and grab coffee to kick off my morning. So really, my goal, I want to walk all the way over there to the very end. It's like a peninsula and it eventually stops, as well as go all the way that way. And that's not a peninsula, it just goes forever. So I just had coffee on the beach. Pretty cool. The coffee that I had yesterday at the coffee shop, it was 17,000 and it was horrible. It was all milk and ice and almost had no taste of coffee inside. It was terrible. But this is 20,000, which is interesting. It's more expensive. Even the businesses up there were 15, but maybe it's a beach thing. But anyway, it was so good. I was reading this sign here. What's interesting is this is what you cannot do. You cannot eat or drink alcohol, cook or litter. If you do, you have to pay between 3 and 5 million Vietnam dong, which is about anywhere between $130 to maybe $200. Cannot poop on the beach. If you do, you have to pay between 1 and 3 million. Oh, no hawking. They call it hawking. Maybe like a street vendor, you can't push a cart and sell things. Otherwise, you have to pay $5 to $10. You cannot harass me, a tourist. Otherwise, you pay 1 to 3 million. And you cannot have a pet out here or have loud music, or you pay anywhere between $5 and $15. Dogs are running everywhere. And last night, there was so much loud music down here. It was insane. Little seashells, they're like everywhere. I'm not wearing my bathing suit. It's early and it's cool outside. It's actually cold. I don't think I'd even want to swim. I checked the weather for the next 7 days and it's freaking amazing. It's like partly cloudy, but mostly sunny every day. No rain. So I'm assuming all of these clouds are slowly going to be burnt off and everything will be warm. I'm gonna go touch the water. So far, no tourists. So I think I found a place where locals go for relaxation, but no tourists really go to. I asked the lady in Ho Chi Minh City about tourism here, and she says, yeah, go here because not many tourists go because it's difficult to get to, because the buses don't take you here. The buses take you to the big city, and then you have to kind of find your own transportation to go in, according to her. So therefore, it's more difficult for a tourist to know how to do this. So hopefully, I don't bump into too many tourists and I can get the local feel of a beach town. Okay, the moment of truth on Trash Beach. There's so much plastic and crap everywhere. Getting pieces of it on my feet, and it's not bad. It's not cold. It's kind of chilly outside right now because there's no sun, so it is a cooler. Wow, the water it feels about the same temperature as the outside. It's maybe even a degree warmer. It's Yeah, so during the day, this would be amazing to swim in. I'm waiting for the next wave to come. This beach is so flat, it doesn't just slope down, that one small wave actually goes very far inward. This would be an amazing water to swim in during the day when it's sunny. So I once learned on the Discovery Channel that the most poisonous creature on planet Earth in the water and on land is actually this right here. Now maybe not this one. They're in Australia, but they look just like this. I don't know if they come out of the top or poke you in the bottom, or what it is. I'm not too far from Australia, so maybe they washed up here. But yeah, basically if you get stung by one, you die. The toxic level of the poison per drop is so unimaginably poisonous. Hopefully that's not the case here and I don't step on one. So I'm walking in an area where it appears to be, I don't know, a slum neighborhood. Unfortunately, these areas, oh my God, a dead dog. Wow. They just tied a rope around his leg and pulled its dead body out here. I was going to say, unfortunately this area, every chunk that you see that is not smooth on the sand is just trash. Mountains of trash on the beach. So that's the downside. I guess when you live in areas like this, you don't have money. Obviously, you either can pay for a trash service or pay to put food inside your mouth. And the consequences of putting food inside your mouth is that the food comes in plastic. The food that you buy comes in containers of some sort, and you have no way of disposing it. Some people burn it, but others just throw it. And then when it becomes a problem or a nuisance, people sweep it out of their way, and out of the way is here. So I walked really far. The smell here is so mind-blowingly disgusting. I can smell gasoline and some other man-made something, I don't know what it is, but it's just pure garbage and dark trash water, and I do not want to walk through that. So the only way to do it is kind of go all the way to the beach or all the way to the ocean and kind of back around. Really what I want to do is make it all the way to the end of the peninsula, I guess. It's not very sunny yet, so I'm not swimming. I'll swim in the ocean because even though this is incredibly toxic, it will quickly dissipate the concentration of toxicity once it hits the ocean. So I will swim in the ocean. It's very disheartening. You see this type of activity and you would think a government agency of some type would step in and say, hey, this is wrong. Hey, you cannot dump shit into the waters which flows into the oceans. But I've talked to locals about this and they say it is illegal. You cannot put trash in these places, but so many people do it that no corrective action is taken against these people because it's the culture. Everybody does it, and so nothing is done about it. It's very frustrating to come and witness this massive scale of pollution. And this is just one little area in one location in one part of Asia, and you see it all over Asia. I made a friend. Okay. So anyway, I was gonna cross here, go into the ocean, but literally as far as I can see, you probably can't see it very well, but it's black. Like all the way over here, beyond that boat, all the way over there, and then back. It's literally black. And being able to smell the water with the wind current here is just so disheartening. Not just because I can't cross, because it's just unimaginable amounts of toxic garbage going into the ocean. I cannot go unless I get a bicycle or a taxi to take me over there because I just don't want to cross. So anyway, I'm going back. Maybe I will go in the other direction. So now I'm venturing to the north. As you can see, it's completely underdeveloped, which is cool. The beaches are actually clean, there's no trash. It's a really nice place. But the sun hasn't really come out a whole lot yet. It's trying to. Today I think is an exploring day, and maybe tomorrow is a beach day. I don't know. I still have to find a bicycle. I seen at a hotel they had a few different bicycles on the outside, so maybe even though I'm not a guest, maybe I can rent one from them. I'm not sure. Check this out. Because of this cove area, the waves are huge here. I would imagine the undertow, the riptide, would be ridiculous through here. I could see going out there and it just sucking you in and you never coming back. I'm sure it's happened. Some serious waves over here. Well, I continued to walk until I bumped into a wall of rocks and waves. So unfortunately, I'm going back. I wish there was a road that I could take, but there isn't. It's just resorts. And my phone does not work because I don't know, the SIM just doesn't work. I just paid $250,000 for a SIM card 2 days ago in Ho Chi Minh, It worked for one day, and then I got here and it stopped. So I thought, maybe it just doesn't work here. But then the guy typed in the code and said, you have no data left. So I think the guy sold me a used card or something stupid. And then so I bought more load. You just go and pay money, and then they put more on. I put $1 on. It worked for the minute. I walked away, and now it doesn't work again. But it shows the 4G bar. It says, yes, you have service, and it's showing that it's here, 4G is here, but my phone just physically won't load internet, so it's just killing me. I don't know what's going on, but it's sure driving me nuts. Well, I'm at the starting point where I had coffee this morning. Apparently, bus loads of students have come to enjoy the beach in this particular area. But to me, it's very interesting because if you look close enough, out of maybe 1,000 or more students, maybe 10 people are not wearing a shirt. And if you think you see someone who isn't, it is actually a brown shirt. Boys and girls usually wear clothing. It's because of the sun. They do not like the sun. They want to keep out of the sun, so the way to protect their skin is just wear all your clothing. In my mind, this is just crazy to me. So when they see foreigners without shirts or sunbathing, they think we are completely crazy because we're exposed to the sun. I even asked locals about this on several occasions, and this is an Asian thing. They think we are nuts because we're exposing our white skin to the sun, which makes us have darker skin, which is considered unattractive. So that's their logic, and our logic is like, no, we want to be dark. Like, look at my farmer's tan. I have white and then brown, and I want to get rid of my farmer's tan because I look like Casper the Ghost. So I kind of want to walk past here to get something to drink. Anyway, I'm gonna see if I can venture through the crowd. Yeah, it looks like the majority of everything is football. Then they have, there's many footballs. Hello. I think I just walked into someone's soccer game. The number one activity, it looks like soccer. Oh shit. So many people have soccer balls everywhere. There's people who have squirt guns, and other people are just like in the water, flopped down in the ocean. And then you have the people up here.
Can we have pictures with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Photo time.
Thank you.
Wait. So I just had a photo shoot, I guess. That was interesting. It's just a totally different experience than I think what we would have in America, how we do this. So I don't know. Now I go up to find something to drink and see if I can rent a bicycle. Also, as you can see, the tide has come up. The tide this morning was out there quite a ways. Well, the hotel behind me does not rent bicycles, and they do not know anywhere where they do. So next hotel, try that one. She says basically your only option is a taxi, which is a horribly expensive and boring way to get around. Well, they rent bicycles right here. Has 3 seats, and it's 30,000 per hour, which is insane, right? But just coming from Cambodia, there was a place in Siem Reap where I rented it for $1 for 24 hours. It would be about $27 or $28 per day if I rent that bicycle with 3 seats when I only want 1. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll walk or find a taxi or something if I really want to go somewhere. That is ridiculous. I just remembered, I knew I had another SIM card in my bag, but I couldn't find it. This morning, it actually rolled out of my bag. I randomly found it. It's a 3G SIM card, which is slow, but at least it will help me use Google Translate. And that's all I want Wi-Fi for, as well as a little bit of Google Maps. Because there's many times I talk to people and it's very frustrating that we cannot communicate properly. And so that's why I'm really spending a lot of time trying to get Wi-Fi, because it's so important to me, because I want culture, right? So anyway, I'm going to get my SIM, go back, and I hopefully can recharge my SIM and all will be good. So I actually got my card, my other SIM card, put it in there, and it actually has Wi-Fi, it connects, and I don't understand because it was supposed to have expired after 2 weeks of purchasing it a while ago. So I have Wi-Fi, everything is okay for now, it's 3G. I still need to figure out this whole 4G thing because whatever, but for now, everything is okay. Off to the beach I go. It's about 1:30 in the afternoon. I ate breakfast, that's it. I'm actually rather hungry, but I have no cash on me, so I'm just going to walk to the ocean and sit for a while. It's beautiful, perfect blue skies. It's very hot. It's a good day. Wow, so I'm glad I explored this morning. This is my beach. I swear. Sometimes I have no luck. Wow, that was quick. Well, I guess I will walk on this little beach and find some sand. God, I'm so shocked how quick this just disappeared. Even where those people are walking over there, it was completely empty. One hour ago, all of this water was where I was walking with all the students, and now everything is underwater. obviously I know there's tides, but I had no idea there's not much of a slope, and so it's the smallest rise in water makes it appear like a drastic change. Yes, I finally found a spot. It's amazing. The sound of the ocean, slight Vietnamese music in the background, amazing sun. I have a feeling though, if I fall asleep, I will wake up fried, or I will wake up by waves crashing into my body. So much for this brilliant idea. It's like a sandstorm. Every time I lay down, I get a body full of sand. A little bit miserable. I just can't win. I can't win. The bus to come here, the Wi-Fi, the sand in the face. Everything that could go wrong goes wrong. I told the guy before I left, the hotel guy, the owner of the hotel, I said, a shark will bite me, and he started to laugh. I said, yeah, that'll be my luck. Crazy. Well, since I'm getting sand blasted, I guess I might as well go into the water. It's very nice, very refreshing. So either A, I'm going to be bitten by a shark, B, I'm going to get stung by a jellyfish, or C, I don't know, something else will happen. I can feel all sorts of things, maybe trash, maybe rocks, maybe sea urchins as I walk. I can feel them on my feet, so I'm nervous. I don't even know what sea I'm in. I am here. I'll remember. So I think I got my fair share of sun for the day. My shoulders are starting to hurt. I'm on my way back. Probably will change. So this place, I've noticed there's very few tourists, which is awesome. There's a few I've seen throughout the day back there riding a bicycle. They're around, but it's so limited. So that makes me very happy that it's an authentic place. You notice when you go places, almost everything you see is written in Vietnamese and not English, which is an indication that not too many foreigners come. So I come out of my hotel to this. I'm walking along the ocean, but on the main street. It gets quite busy at night. All sorts of things for sale, just like everywhere else in Vietnam. It's the same. What I want to do is try to go inward. It feels so weird. Like some of the alleys that I want to go down are such a tight squeeze that it's room for 2 motorbikes to pass. Like a car could not even go down them. So it feels very strange for me to go down an alleyway. I had dinner, I had more pho close to my hotel. I'm just kind of exploring until dark. I have no plans, none, zero. See, like a small alleyway. I still feel weird going down it. I just do. It's not big, so to me it feels like I'm intrusive, but maybe not. Wow. As I was walking, a man started to shout at me, hey, yo, hey, hey. And he says, hey, hello. Hello. My name is Brock. Okay, bye. Tạm biệt. So as I was walking, the man says, hey, Kim, come. Or he didn't say come, he just waves me over. So I come over and he says, sit. And he points to the drinks that he was drinking. And I said, no. I tried to say that I don't drink beer, which obviously I do, but not very much. Because usually in Vietnam, it turns to one after another, and you cannot tell them to stop because they just don't stop. I sit down for a second. Next thing you know, he comes out of a building. He serves 3 of us a glass of wine. So within 15 minutes, 3 of us finish an entire bottle of wine. It's just one shot after another. Then I say, okay, I'm going home. And then he brings out a bottle of bourbon or scotch. I don't know what it is. And we start doing shot after shot after shot of this. Like, I'm here to tell you, I've been there for maybe 45 minutes and I've had way too much to drink. And it hasn't even hit me yet. It's going to hit me more as all of this goes down, right? My God. You keep telling them no, and they keep pouring you more. So yeah, that was my adventure of the day. I'm actually beyond surprised with myself with how much Vietnamese I was able to communicate and understand. When they were speaking to me, they were trying to use very small words, and I understood many of them, and I tried to speak very small words, and they understood what I was saying. In fact, there were some times when I was speaking, they would laugh because I would make small jokes. I didn't realize how much was inside, but I guess a little's in there. Anyway, I'm going to call it a night. It's dark. I must go home. It's about a 30-minute walk. Thank you for watching, and remember, your time is running out. Start living. Take care.